Dun, 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 dun. Hey, if you're new here, let me know where you're from down in the comments. Would love to see where you're tuning in from. Thought I'd just play some guitar today and talk a little bit about how to create original tone. Yeah, so that's kind of the topic for today. Some original guitar tone. Hey, Gilmore, as usual, as normal, you're here. That's awesome. What's up? Let me know where you're from by putting your country in the chat. Where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? Yeah, it's the real David Gilmour. Right. From London. From India. From Turkey. Awesome. The screen is black? Really? Mine, from my side, it looks okay. Australia. Cool, cool. US. Nice to see you, Swan Pond. It stopped. It's not like okay, cool. Now I know. Well, the live stream today, what I thought I would do. What riff was that? It's No Quarter by Led Zeppelin. It's actually the one that I played in my recent video, or one of the ones. But today I thought I would talk a little bit about how to create original tone, and just to put this out there, I'm not an expert when it comes to creating guitar tone. I'm far from it actually. I just started playing guitar 2 years ago, and I've kind of slowly been surely getting myself into the world of guitar music again after having a long break for like 6 years of not playing guitar. But I've always been interested in how the tone is created, and I guess I'm getting more and more into it now. Again, I want to become more knowledgeable with how you do that. Um, so yeah, I guess it's a boy here. I can answer your question now that you mentioned it. This is an Epiphone 100 Les Paul. Um, Pretty good standard guitar. I've been thinking of buying a new one for some time, but I'm broke, so that's the good old story, right? I gotta save up first. But yeah, I can show you my amp that we have that out of the way. So this is the one that I'm using. It's a Fender Mustang 2. It's quite dirty, as most amplifiers are. Do you think connections play a part in success of an artist? Yeah, for sure, for sure. We can talk more about that later, actually. It's got some good presets, like the ones at the bottom here are for like metal, heavier type of stuff. And the ones on top here are like tweed. I don't know if you can see this. Maybe I can move the amp a little bit closer this way so you can see. But the ones on top, I very often use the 65 twin reverb, British 60. Has a little bit more of a. This is with the. Let me see. That has kind of more of a gritty sound to it, while the twin reverb, it's also gritty, but it's feel like it has more of a warmer tone. This is a great amp actually. I bought it super cheap and it was almost not used at all. I believe the Mustang 3 series are out, and I've heard that's good too.
there's a newer version than this. Like there's maybe one or two generations of this type of amp that's out from Fender, but this one is still pretty good, even though it's a little bit old. I've heard a lot of people say that, you know, many of the old amplifiers that you use for your guitar, like many of the, sorry about this, many of the old amplifiers have even better sound. Like it depends on what you get, I guess, but yeah. So back to the topic of how do you create original tone for your guitar. I think this is just my theory. I don't speak from experience, but this is something that I want to test out. So what I think would be a good thing to do, a good idea, is listen to your favorite records, listen to your favorite guitar players, and try to replicate what they're playing, like the tone of their guitar. Try to replicate that as best as possible, and there's tons of videos out there on YouTube showing you how to do this. Correct pedals, the amps, all sorts of stuff, presets, right? Try to replicate it as good as you can, and then tweak it a little bit. Because why would you reinvent the wheel, right? Why would you try to come up with some wacky... That's almost like some country-ish stuff, or some... I don't know. Yeah, but I guess my point being is that why would you reinvent the wheel when there are so many amazing sounds out there that people have already been using for such a long time, if you know what I mean? It's all the, like, there are so many examples of different effects, different amp modulations being used in various songs, and I don't think there's a sound out there that's not yet been used, if you know what I mean. Are you in standard tuning? What string gauge do you use? I think this is 12 gauge, and this is standard, E standard. Hey, that's cool. It's exactly like yours. Nice, nice. But yeah, again, just there was someone asking this on a previous live stream, and I thought I'd just answer it. So my take on creating original tone is, very shortly, listen to your favorite guitarists, replicate the sound, and then maybe change it a little bit. Don't change it a lot compared to your favorite guitarist. Use the kind of the preset of what they have used before, and then kind of add something on it. Maybe change the guitar, change the, I don't know, the setting of your like your input setting, change your amp, change smaller things, but keep that solid sound that people have used before. I think that's one of the things that I want to do. Like, I want to go for something that's already worked before, and then maybe tweak it just a notch so that it has kind of a flair that's maybe my style, if I can call it that, you know? So yeah. Have you tried the 12-string guitar? No, I haven't. I really want to, though, at some point. Try out different types of guitars and stuff like that. I'm actually thinking maybe at some point in the future I'll go to a guitar shop just to look around, just to grab some guitars and play them, you know. I think that would be